Let's look now at the environments of the space station itself. This is how the corridor complex looks from the outside. As you can see, it's modular in design, and we can move around it to see the different parts of it. These are the doors that go to the shuttle bay and to the control room. This is the auxiliary control room. You can actually move that panel aside, and then you can look inside the auxiliary control room. Just put that back for the moment. Then carry on looking round. I've removed the roof so you can look inside, so you probably recognise the corridor now. And we can go in through the round window. So here we are inside. This looks a little jerky. It's only that I'm using the keyboard to move around. Obviously, if there was animation, it would be quite smooth. There's the porthole from the inside. You'll probably notice that there are no backgrounds, and that's because we render, or we animate and render the basics and then add the backgrounds later on in After Effects. Here's the door which would normally lead to the generator control room, and if I slide the door to one side, again, you can see there's nothing behind it. That's a separate scene that we animate separately, then add. Inside the corridor, these rather fancy panels are actually flat, and they're created in Photoshop and just tacked onto the wall. As you see, we can move them to one side. They look quite realistic once they're in place. That's the side panel again. You can put that wherever you want. So there's the shuttle bay, or rather the door to the shuttle bay. And again, if we look behind it, nothing there. The shuttle bay is a separate scene that we animate. So looking around, this is the auxiliary control room with the control desk and the chair. And at the back of this little room is the computer bank. We don't really see much of it, but it just gives a bit of interest. Now this is the generator control room from a distance. Again, I've removed part of the wall so that you can see inside it. The big generator column is there. It isn't actually secure to anything at the top. And the magic, of course, comes with the smoke and mirrors later on. This is the door to the control room. If I move it to one side, you can look inside. Again, it looks a bit jerky simply because I'm using the keyboard to move around. You probably see a little logo here, DSEB, that's Deep Space Electricity Board. It actually appears on quite a few things. Again, it's just a flat panel, and you can move around. Outlined in green there is a virtual camera, and that's what the camera can see, so that if I then hit the animation, it gives you an idea of how that track in to the central column was achieved. And again, it looks a whole lot better once you render it, and you can see the glows and the shadows, etc., etc. The Shuttlebay, again, a fairly complex set. You can see the actual shuttle down below that our Intrepid 2 escaped from the space station in. We can get a little bit closer so we can see the detail of it. There's a built-in animation here of the shuttle leaving the station, and this is a view that we didn't actually use in the film, but you can sort of see how the various setups work. You see, we could have gone in a bit closer, and that would have been quite a dramatic scene. Doors, ladders, walkways, etc. Again, the shuttle that you can see. Interestingly, if we just move to one side and look inside, you can see that it is fully detailed. The back end of the shuttle has got seats in that you could transport a whole bunch of people in. If we look out through the windows, you can see the Shuttlebay in the distance. With this 360-degree facility for viewing, you can pick whatever viewpoint you want. I mean, this would be quite a dramatic one of the shuttle pulling away. Again, there's no background because it's that's added later on. And another viewpoint here, the walkway pulls away, the shuttle moves forward. So that basically is how Energy Crisis was created.